Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, where we're talking to Gumshoe about what he saw, so I'm sure this will be super helpful. Alright, tell us about during the fire. The second fire broke out around the time that Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabast. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babel, which caused some panic. So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babel? Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that could have been Damask. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know? Yep. Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. That person in a long coat sounds like the exact same person I saw. Oh, so maybe it wasn't Damask. The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabast was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babel is also suspect. You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto, you. So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, then disappeared. It's a busy evening. Alright, tell us what you saw. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu? I did, but well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with and was lost for a while there. You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective? Eek, I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. I mean, you haven't done it in this long. I don't think you're going to start now. Oh, I'd hate that, having to memorize a building's layout. Especially if I couldn't walk around first. Like, I would have to really spend some time on site to learn that. I don't think I could look at, like, floor plans and have it stick. But, you know, it was thanks to me that being lost that I was able to come to K's rescue. Oh, is that a fact? Yeah, it was when I first was lost and wandering around in the third floor hallways, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away. Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body. Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could. And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon. Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did. I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here. Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door. She was in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office up until she tried to arrest Kay. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier. Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu. She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her. That'll ever happen. Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir? No reason. No reason at all. We've examined everything in this office, but there is one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Pelano about it. Oh, alright. Ambassador Pelano, there is something I'd like to ask you about. Yes? About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Elba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock. Oh, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastion side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentions that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. Because this used to be one embassy, the offices on the two sides are symmetrical. Interesting. We've been logicked! So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office. Oh. You mean for your handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja? Yes, that's right.
I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babbel's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. Here, have some coupons.
What logic do I have? Connected fireplace. Ambassador Alba's office fireplace is connected to the neighboring room's fireplace. Because this used to be one embassy, offices in the two sides are symmetrical. The Babbelese embassy is undergoing renovations from top to bottom, and she was in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office up until she tried to arrest Kay. Does Sheena's location go with connected fireplaces? Or does connected fireplaces go with bilateral symmetry? And then I bet I get something. The Alabastion and Babbly sides of the building are symmetrical to each other, so they should both work that way. I said that like 2 episodes ago. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway. A secret passageway? In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall. A revolving wall? It sounds like something out of a ninja house. Wow, there's a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret?
There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador.
I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this. Agreed, and my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Yep. Do you need to go take a look, or should I... Oh, here we go. It looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again? In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace. Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Ah, you scared me, sir. There's something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts. Huh, but we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right? We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Eh? If we push this X mark, the fireplace wall should turn. Revolving fireplace wall, that's neat, sir. We should hurry up and... There's something we need to examine about this fireplace first. Besides which, there's also something I'd like to test. Like what, sir? I'll tell you later, Detective. For now, let's continue with the investigation. Okay. All I see inside this fireplace is starter wood. Huh, that's odd. Doesn't match up with what Mr. Pelano said earlier. What is the meaning of this contradiction? Hold on, I need to refamiliarize myself with that. Oop. Oh, keeps moving. Spilled Babbly's ink onto the back wall while burning files and fireplace. Left ashes there. Oh, okay, I see what they're getting at now. Is that it? Not really? Nothing else to examine? So then, I want to deduce The spot somehow connected with any of the evidence I hold. Or, wait. Is that, I wonder how precise, I always worry with these how precise I have to be. Because I'm also wondering if I should do like the tile like right in front of it instead. Really, I would hope just like anywhere in the fireplace would be good enough. I got it! Ambassador Pelano, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct?
Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually.
And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
No, that's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face?
I'm sorry, I admit I am a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't really think Ambassador Pelano is lying, do you? Nope. No, there is no reason for him to lie, and I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Kay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me. You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we've pretty much figured everything out now, huh? That was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us. Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right? Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know. There's really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. I checked this area earlier, but never hurts to take another look. Alright, now that we have how this should look, the ashes Ambassador Pelano left here have disappeared. If we follow where this piece of information leads, we should begin to see the truth. It's time to use your secret weapon, right? Yeah, go on, Sue. Use your special skill. Ignore your strange phrasing for now and focus on the information we have instead. Just a little further. I can sense the truth lying on just the other side of this. Yep. Literally. So we're going to logic. Alright, so I think if I do these two, that should tell me about Sheena's location. The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple. It's not because someone cleaned them up, right? No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Pelano said that he spilled some Babbly's ink while he was burning the files, and yet there is not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere. Well, then I don't know what happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room, which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used. Okay, revolving fireplace. Alright, we got that as evidence. Cool. Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there? Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer, and after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Okay. It's not her. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route. I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down. Oh, it would make a lot of sense, though, as to, like, how she was able to stay undetected for so long. And that's why she was able to come in. Oh. So she's part of this then. Whether she's the mastermind? I don't think so. If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighboring room. Yeah. Well, the person that was in the next room was... Oh. It was that person, sir. Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena. We did it! Investigation complete. It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it? It doesn't look good. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet. However, I know she is hiding something from us. Okay, then why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself? No, we don't. Yeah, we don't want to tip our hand. No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe? Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I have a 2-part special assignment for you. Ooh, 2 parts. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask 2's note. Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away. Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall. But right now, sir? No, next decade. Of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we? Go on, Gummy, you can do it. I'm gonna do this like a real man and get stuck in there for the rest of the chapter. Here I go, through the fireplace and back. You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective. He's gonna get stuck. Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn. That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there. I had no idea.
It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Babbly's ink you spilled ambassador is there on the back wall. Okay, here I go, sir. Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer. Huh? But there's all that ash and stuff. And your point is, now we're short on time, so if you could, please hurry on through. Yes, sir. Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right? No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. Such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. Actually, there's a lot. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies. Mr. Edgeworth, a number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted. What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm saying this is where we do a chapter break and everyone gets a nap. I thought you were the one who said it's easy if you follow the leads. Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay? If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions. Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that? Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused like a laser on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answers should come to us. Okay. That's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know. That's something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect, for your sake. Yay, looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir. Yes, I can see that. Good work, Detective. Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir. Are you alright, Gummy? I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust, that's all. Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. I see the hem has practically turned black. Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on it, sir. I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat. What? Oh no, sir, I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it cleaned, but, you know. I see. Very well, then. As you wish. So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right? Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact. And that is... I'll have to explain it to you later. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena. Oh, good. Them. All right. We'll keep going a little bit. Not too much farther, but I know we're only gonna do 3 episodes this week, so I'm not gonna do a super short one. We'll do at least our normal 25 minutes. Okay. Agent Lang.
Langji says, little cubs never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves.
These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. Wait, what? I didn't even see his face. What? What? What does that mean?
It means you'll never really know how angry I can get. Mr. Prosecutor. The counterfeit bills made with the Babbly's ink, they were all of Jing denominations.
Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. But we don't know where the play money has gone. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet.
Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. Jingfa is in financial chaos as we speak.
Man, how long have you been at this?
Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes.
It's not great.
But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried.
Well, right, because you won't want any money because you don't know if it's any good.
I stake the honor of the House of Lang on this, and have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Jingfa, and I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer.
Agent Lang,
Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight. No, it is I who should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. Also, I may be involved in the smuggling ring. I don't know. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Kirkus, you fool! Curse your empty brain. Nah, you're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Sheena, let's go. Time to return to our den. Wait.
Is the ambassador and Sheena in on it? Oh, I'd feel so bad. That would actually make me feel a little bit bad for Lang. Just the tiniest bit. Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well. Agent Lang, hold it! You, Wolfman and the secretary lady, hold it. Objection, pal. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already? Yup, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for?
Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Yes? How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagaratsu? When you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed. I'd like you to explain that to us.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see?
Has he always had those sunglasses? I feel like I've never seen that portrait before, but I've also had my head like buried in the text box. Those are new, right? Right? I'm not going crazy. Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babel investigation at all, so I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first. Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end. Is she seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day? The day if you're lucky, my friend.
You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you?
I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see.
Yeah, I should have known. You and I are destined to fight it out to the very end.
It'd appear that way.
Well, I'll prove her innocence. Let's see what you've got, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Ooh, we get a name now. With pleasure. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babel, and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony.
You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw?
That's right, the person is one of the keys to solving this case. The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu.
Pretended? And what do you mean by that?
I'll get to that in a second, but first I want to review what this person Kay saw did. Kay, if you could please explain what the person you were chasing did for us. Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the Babel East side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did that, the person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. For the sake of argument, let's call this suspicious person the Yatagarasu. Now please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatagarasu up to the 3rd floor. Can do. I chased the Yatagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babylese embassy. It's a pretty straight chase down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into Mr. Cochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Ah! Who's there? By the time I turned on the lights, the Yatagarasu had disappeared. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang?
What do you mean, why do I suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness.
Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door.
No, and how do you know that with such certainty?
That's easy. If the Yatagarasu had left through that door, they would have run right into this person. Is it Sheena?
Your answer is Sheena?
Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Cochin's body, the Yatagarasu would have run right into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over. Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see, therefore, the Yatagarasu could not have escaped through the door.
It just means the creep slipped out before Sheena made it out into the hallway.
I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway, a certain detective. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at the time? Me, sir? Well, when I heard Kay's scream. I ran towards Mr. Cochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed him with just an explanation of what happened. Yes, I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. Alright, we'll go ahead and eliminate the rest of the escape routes in the next episode. I don't think there's any more to eliminate. We already know which one it is. So we'll just have to... We'll just have to prove that in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying this series still. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.